Hello everybody, it's 123 Gatorade here, aka Alex, back at you, with a brand new video. The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 10 review, which came out, actually, a couple minutes ago. It's Sunday night, and I'm back at you with a brand new review. You know, it's kind of quiet here, and I'm back at my grandmother's house. I haven't been here in a while. We had an Epcot trip this weekend and an Animal Kingdom trip. So yeah, we just got back today and we filmed a new Callahan Detectives episode right when we got home. So check that out down below. And check out my Epcot kind of walkthrough. So yeah, guys. Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 10 came on tonight. What do I think? It was good. Without its problems. The Walking Dead hasn't been as good as it was back in the old days, the glory days of the show, which was Season 1, 2, and 3 in my opinion. Season 3 is when the show really got bad, but Season 4 is when it just completely destroyed the show. It just demolished it, and there was no return. Season 4, the only redeemable aspect was the governor and Herschel. The rest was absolute trash, okay? And ever since Season 4, I just haven't had interest in the series anymore. It's just has been going downhill so many times. And it doesn't fascinate me. It doesn't interest me. But tonight, I have to say I do like the stuff with the junkyard. It was very, very well done. The music was amazing. The score by Bear McCarthy or something. Sorry for not pronouncing your name. It was absolutely fantastic in this episode, and the music hasn't been good like this since Season 1, 2, and 3, which was really enjoyable. The part with Rick versus the zombie, spoiler alert, he fights a zombie. It is fantastic. It is a very dramatic, intense, suspenseful scene, and a very disgusting one too, where the spike goes right through Rick's hand. It's disgusting. And, you know, that's awesome. But of course, the episode does not come without flaws. The first flaw is when he's chopping the zombie's head off, it takes the gore completely off. You can't see anything when he chops it off, and that's just lazy. A couple months ago, people complained that the blood and gore on this show was too bad, too violent, and you can tell that they toned it down in this episode. I don't know if they toned it down, but it looks like they toned it down a lot. You can't even see the zombie's head getting cut off. So the positives in this episode, really unique junkyard scene, which is not in the comic book. It was really, really fun to watch, very interesting and different. I like the characters. Number 2, I like the character development in this episode. Father Gabriel is developing a lot. He's gone from that whiny, scared person who tattles a lot to a very mature, wise, kind of a leader of the group. Tara, on the other hand, please kill Tara off soon. She's like an outcast. She's like T-Dog, even though I love T-Dog's character. She's kind of like him. She's just there. She says a couple lines sometimes, and then she looks around like this. Like a giraffe. Aaron, I don't mind Aaron right now. I think he's going to have some really, really big moments coming up soon, but Tara... yeah, I can't tell you about this Oceanside, even though I'm going to tell you soon. We all know I'm going to tell you, but, Oh, over there. Oh, look, a dragonfly. Okay, and also the pacing is kind of all over the place. You got a really, really big action scene in the middle with Rick and that spike zombie, but the rest has really nothing going for it. Some of the characters that were introduced earlier in the season just aren't there, like Maggie and Sasha and Negan and Dwight. And it really takes you out. All these big characters are just not there, and it just really feels, I don't know, like you're missing something. Everything feels so rushed because there's so many storylines going in this show. And, where's Jesus in this episode? We went back to the hilltop. Where's Maggie and Sasha? They're at the hilltop. Daryl wants to go back to Alexandria, even though we're not going to see Alexandria the next episode. We're going to see an episode with Eugene, which nobody wants to see, even though I like Eugene. We don't want to see a whole episode with Eugene and Negan and Dwight. I want to see an episode with Rick, and then the other half, Eugene, Negan, and Dwight. That's what makes the show stick. Rick. Okay, guys? This episode was really, really fun. Andrew Lincoln knocks it out of the ball with Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes is one of my favorite characters in the show. He's awesome. And it was also fun watching Daryl in this episode. I haven't liked Daryl since season 4, but this episode I did not mind him at all. He was kind of interesting. And I did not mind his character at all in this episode, even though a lot of the time he makes me absolutely mad. He used to be my favorite character. In season 1, 2, and 3, he was my favorite. But after season 3, he just became so depressing and so, I don't know, so low and shallow. I just don't understand. But I really enjoyed the scenes with Carol and Daryl, and I'm like, come on, just kiss already. The fans have been waiting since season 1, but they did not kiss yet. They will one day. I know they will kiss one day. They're meant to be. They are meant to be, guys. Woo! The stuff at the kingdom was really well done. I really enjoyed the guy who looks like the governor. I forgot his name. Ben or something? I don't know. I forgot his name. Yeah, but I enjoy that guy's character. The guy that looks like the guy that looks like David Morrissey. The guy who wants Daryl to help him out. Forgot his name. Sorry. But you know he's one of my favorite characters actually because he's so, even though I just can't remember his character name because there's so many. He's one of my favorites because he does a lot. Sorry guys for sounding so weird. I'm kind of sick today. But he's really interesting. Now, here are the problems with the show. 1, too many characters, too many groups. I mean, is anybody going to remember the Oceanside in a couple episodes from now? My grandfather, he watches this show. I don't think he's going to remember who they are. He's like, who the heck are they? Nobody's going to remember the Oceanside. There's way too many characters getting thrown together in this overall huge storyline. And that's kind of what I miss in season 1 and 2 of The Walking Dead. It's just like one group surviving against a horde of zombies. And that's kind of what I miss nowadays because now there's so many groups and we don't really get to spend time with all these groups in one episode. Instead, they want to give us these bottle episodes focusing on one character or one group, which is awful. I don't want to see Eugene and Dwight run around in the next episode. I want to see Rick and the group try to face Negan. I don't want to see an episode with us caring for Negan again, making us try to feel sorry for them. Why do we have to have episodes about the saviors if they're the bad guys? I mean, I know it's cool. We saw them in episode 3. I think that's enough. We don't want to see a whole episode with Eugene going like in the trailer. It's so stupid. Rick, okay. The only way this, I'm sorry guys, I'm so all over the place today. The only way the show can do good is if it develops around Rick. Rick is the main character. It has to have Rick in every episode. The way for it to work is have Rick as the center character and then have the other characters develop around him. Rick's story needs to affect other people's story. Like in season 2, Lori's character and Shane's character developed around Rick's character, and they were like, it was all an arc. Carl too. Every character developed around Rick. Nowadays, not all the characters develop around Rick. They all have their own paths. They all have their own things to do, and it just takes it out of the moment. Rick is the main character, even though so many people say he's not the focus. He is. We saw him from episode 1. Season 1, we cared so much about him. He was the main character, and they really, in season 8, season 7, you know, they've already filmed it all. I don't really have high expectations for season 7 anymore. But season 8, they really need to focus on Rick. So this show is awful. Well, not awful. It's okay. Okay? There are some good aspects in it sometimes. I really enjoyed the junkyard scene. I really enjoyed kind of the part between Daryl and that guy that looks like David Morrissey. The guy that looks like David Morrissey with his big nose. Like a Muppet. Oh, I'm so racist. Ooh, comment down below, hater. Anyways, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the junkyard. It was really, really cool seeing all these new characters at the junkyard, even though we're probably not going to see them again for like 4 episodes or 5 episodes. I can't remember what episode are we on now? Oh, episode 11 is next week. What are my expectations for episode 11? Trash. I'm just joking, guys. Actually, episode 11, I'm kind of excited to see Dwight become kind of a good guy. even though he's kind of a bad guy, it's probably just going to show him running around again for like 60 minutes, and he'll probably just go back to Negan again and like scrub his bat or something. You know, I don't think Dwight. I mean, it's really cool to see what Dwight can do, and I'm kind of interested to see what Eugene can do in the episode. I'm trying not to be a hater, guys. I'm really trying to like this show, but it's just not good anymore. It's all right. It's not perfect. It's not even near good. It's all right, okay? The pacing's all over the place. Too many characters. Some of the dialogue is a little bit iffy. Some of the choreography, especially in the beginning between Morgan and one of the saviors, is very, very, not very good. I had no idea what was going on because there was a guy up front. Morgan was in the back, and the guy was like hitting him, and it was like showing their backs. It was just horrible choreography. And some of the dialogue, like I said, is a little bit iffy. Okay, here are the issues. Kind of the pacing sometimes. Some of the stuff should have been near the beginning, and then the action should be a little bit near the end to make us excited for the end. Too many characters. Too many characters to focus on, guys. There's way too many. We're probably never going to see the Junkyard group until 4 episodes, 4 or 5 episodes. And then the dialogue is kind of hit and miss. So what am I going to rate this episode? I'm going to rate it a C+. It's a pretty good episode. It's good. I enjoyed the last one a little bit better for some reason. I don't know why. It was just kind of better because I guess we got back into the Walking Dead spirit and, you know, we returned. C+. Guys, if you want to check out this episode, you can. You know, if you don't miss, you are missing something if you don't check it out. But if you're not a fan of the show, if you've hated the show like I have since season 4, then don't watch this episode. Maybe you should to watch the Junkyard scene, because the Junkyard scene is actually really well done, and I really enjoyed it. But the rest of the episode is iffy. I kind of enjoyed some of the dialogue between all the characters, but C+, solid episode. Not good, but not bad. It's pretty good, and I'm really, really worried about the next episode. I really think the next episode is going to be awful. Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't be. Episode 3 was awful, and I feel like this episode 11, next Sunday, will be awful. Pray, guys, it won't. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below. What is your favorite Walking Dead episode? My favorite? Season 1 and 2. Season 1 and 2. I like all of those episodes, except maybe Season 2, Episode 4. But the rest were awesome. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. Comment down below. Subscribe. C+. Solid episode. Pretty good episode. Awesome. Liked it. A little bit problems, but, you know, still juicy. Peace, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.